Hi Crafty friend, it's me, Justine Dvorak from Stationery by Justine, where when I craft, my world stands still. Today I have three cards for you, to show you. I have all of my images colored already, so I'm going to talk about the design, if you will. So I will be putting up some more videos of coloring the images themselves, but I figured let's kind of just show you what I've been making. So I colored all of the images that I'm using here on my cards today when I was just relaxing. So I did not film that. It was just very relaxing. So it's my favorite part about card making is finding a de-stressor in my hobby. So I love coloring. This stamp that I colored here is called Night Divine, and it is again from Pajama Crafter Stamps. So I colored the Holy Family as they are there in the little manger. I used my Altenew colored pencils for this one, and I just thought that was really fun to try out different mediums. I love my Copics, don't get me wrong, but it was fun to try something different. And this image is also color pencils. You can see on the back of this one and on the Night Divine, I did have little color swatches just because I am not as familiar with my colored pencils as I'd like to be, but I wanted to see the color on that paper. So a little tip for you if you wanted to try that out. I am popping up this as well as the manger, but this little picture that I just showed is called Heaven and Nature. So this is a beautiful cardinal. I've also seen people color it as a blue jay, so that's an option as well. But I made the poinsettias on this image blue because I wanted the bird to really pop. So as a nod to the blue flowers, I did matte this with some blue pattern paper behind, just like I wanted my manger scene, the Night Divine stamp, to kind of coordinate with the colors that I chose to use. So like St. Joseph there is wearing green, so I wanted the background to be that bright punchy lime color and also have that teal blue, which is what I used for Mary's dress. So I kind of wanted it to coordinate. And then on this cardinal one, I have that red cardinal. So I have this red border going around that is just a little bit of a nod there to the color. And I love how this light really can look like it is a warm light because of the little glass pane there. And then I'm just going to finish this off with a sentiment. This sentiment was a BetterPress one that I glimmered from Susan Tierney Coburn's collection from Spellbinders. But I really love the look of this lantern. I think it's a gorgeous design. So on my third card, yes, I know it's November. I know. But this pumpkin head is so cool and I just can't stop using it. So this is again from Pajama Crafter Stamps, another fun image. This one happens to be Copic colored. So you can kind of see a cute little look of him down there. He's got his pumpkin head carrying a pumpkin and he's got a little pumpkin friend on his stick. So to me, this is super fun, and I wanted to use this clear acetate that I grabbed from Spellbinders that looks like a woods little background. So I'm going to use black cardstock from Pajama Crafter Stamps to make my background, and I'm going to match that on some orange paper. I think that orange paper is called Persimmon from Spellbinders. This acetate is really cool. It has a silver and a gold side. I wanted it to be kind of like cold looking, so I went ahead and used the silver, if I remember correctly. And I am going to hide this glue strip that I just put down with some ground for my for my pumpkin head little guy to go on. And then on the top, I don't want any of the adhesive to show, so I'm just adding glue to where the trees are. And then when it gets put on the card, you won't see a strip like you can on the bottom there. And then if any smushes out, it dries clear. We're good. So I will cut this down to be 4 inches by 1 inch. So my card, all 3 of my cards are A2 size, so they are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. This ground will just give a little landing spot for my pumpkin head to be on, so it doesn't look like he is floating around in the woods. Although maybe that would be a possibility. There's no rules when you're making cards. If you want to have a floating pumpkin head man, you go for it. I'm going to pop him up with some foam. I love these little foam strips. I think I just got them on Amazon once upon a time, probably in like April, and I still have plenty. And I use them all the time. They're really nice and skinny, and they're great for shaker cards, so I definitely recommend using those. I even put some on the top part of his pumpkin stick. I just wanted to make sure everything was supported and could handle the weight of the stamp. And sometimes things get smushed, like if you were to mail this and you didn't have something supported, it could get smushed in the process of the mail. I hope that everyone's having a great November so far. This has been such a fun month. So far, when I'm filming this, it hasn't really been too much of a November, but we have had snow already. I love seeing the first day of snow. It actually happened when I was at school. So I discreetly closed the window, like the blinds in my classroom, so the kids wouldn't see right away. And I had them all link up arms, and we walked to the front door of the school, and they had their eyes closed, and we were all walking in this little link of arms, safely, of course. And then I kind of lined them up, and I said, "No peeking." And then we opened their eyes, and they saw snow, and I was so excited, and they were all pumped. So it was so fun. I've been really leaning into like the whole idea of, I don't know, to me it's always been kind of like my philosophy with kindergarten, but just having fun with the kids. Of course, we're learning and teaching as well, but they're only little for so long, so gotta soak up all those fun memories. Oh, how fun is he in the woods? Okay, just so fun. You know, I thought the bottom needed a little something. So this stamp set comes with a bunch of sentiments. So I'm going to pop off, I think the one that's Happy Halloween looks like it would go well here. If I had my ducks in a row, I should have stamped this before I glued my sentiment on. No, I am not taking my fingerprints for fun. I was just testing out my white ink there with my black paper. Does anyone else do that? I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. This is called Unicorn from Hero Arts. It is a pigment ink, so it is great for stamping on dark colors. I just wanted to check and make sure it would work on my black paper, which it does. I could not decide on the sentiment right away. I figured that any of them would be fine that are horizontal because they would fit under my pumpkin head, but I think Trick or Treat is so cool because the font on this looks, I don't know, it kind of looks like dripping, if that makes sense. So kind of gory, but I didn't want it to be like red, and I don't have a red pigment ink as of now, so the white definitely pops. So I'll just kind of line it up, hope for the best, and I told myself if it did not turn out the first time, I would have to maybe stamp over it and then stamp on another piece and then glue it on top. I've done that many times before, but no, it turned out perfectly. And now the Trick or Treat is perfect for the pumpkin head. It looks like he just emerged from the woods. Maybe he's at your back door and saying trick or treat. Again, I know it's November, but I did love the pumpkin head design. I think it is very unique and something that I haven't seen in other companies. I thought about using this little raven here. I did have him all stamped and cut. You can probably see some of those floating around in my stamp set there. If I have extras, I will just store them in my stamp set. But I decided to not add him this time, which is fine. Anyway, I really appreciate you watching. Let me know your favorite in the comments. I think my favorite this time would be the cardinal card that is from the Heaven and Nature stamp set. I love the look of the bird with the blue flowers. Well, just kidding. Apparently I did add the raven. Anyway, thank you again for watching, and be sure to subscribe and like the video before you leave if you liked it. And we will see you next time for another fun video. Bye-bye.